Right, this is my 2023 media consumption tier list. I'm going to be talking about every single game, every single album, and every single movie I watched last year. Because I'm consuming actually not that many movies, but I did end up listening to a lot more albums this year. This every game? This feels like. Also, I didn't put every game because I just didn't want to talk about the same. Like, if my opinion didn't change on a certain game, I just didn't add it in again. Alright. Dark and Darker. Wait, where's the F tier? Wait, no, this isn't right. I need a new tier. What the no tier? What the NA tier? Oh, whoops. Good, good, Gaga. No, not for. No. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Shit, why does it keep disappearing? This is why I didn't put the chat on the screen, because I'm recording. Wait, what was I saying? Okay, this isn't every single game I played, but it's most of them. I didn't play any repeats from last year if my opinion didn't change on it. Alright, Dark and Darker is a extraction shooter fantasy type game. I played it like once, I don't know. I'll just put that. I don't think I have a real opinion on that. Actually, put it into D tier. I'm not too familiar with this kind of game, but I think I like it with friends, but I wouldn't play it for any other reason. Alright, Like a Dragon Ishin, the other extraction shooters. Well, you don't shoot any guns. You don't actually shoot any guns in it. It's like swords and spells and shit. So, yeah. I guess I might as well talk about Barony because it's like kind of similar, not really, but it's a cooperative roguelike, which I think is actually pretty fun. It is interesting that Dark and Darker is multiplayer and it has like proximity chat and stuff, but it's not typically the kind of game I go ahead and play. But Barony, on the other hand, is a first-person roguelike, and it's fun. I mean, I played it like last week. He's just fuming. He's not even. Bro ain't here. I played Barony like last week. But it came out in like 2015. I think I tried it sometime maybe around 2020 or 2021. It's a very challenging roguelike. But I don't know, I think it's funny. Alright. Ollie ran off. Alright, Yakuza Ishin. No. Like a Dragon Ishin is a remake of a game. Is a remake and localization of a Yakuza spin-off that was from the PS3 era and never came out on PC or modern consoles until last year, so but it's kind of weird because it's also a remake, so there's like extra shit and graphical improvements and shit like that. I had a fun time with it. I think it's interesting to play a spin-off from the series because I haven't played many of those. I think I give it A. I like the styles. I like the no, I didn't. There was wait. I like the styles. I like this idea of the story. How it's like the same characters, you know, but in a different like setting. I think that's fun. Um, the gameplay is a little bit like the older Yakuza's, which is fine, but it is kind of aged a little bit, and also some of the side content is kind of just really grindy for no reason. But I thought it was fun. He said B, ain't no way. He said A. I mean, I'm a Yakuza Yanny, so I liked it a lot. I had meant to make a Ishin video, but I never got around to that. I guess I should do that before this next one comes out. Yeah, Like a Dragon Larry. I know some people had an issue with it because like they would rather just have like a one-to-one to the original game since there's no way to play the original. But no, I thought it was fine. Treason, a social a Italian mobster social deduction game, is kind of shit. It's it's not really that good. I mean, it's funny, but like, what are you talking about? Why can't I put it at D? I mean, it's just kind of like, it's just kind of not good. I feel like the way the game is balanced, it's way too easy to just fucking just go deathmatch mode instantly. So there's kind of no reason to play this over Trouble in Terrorist Town unless you don't have like $5 to play Gary's mod. But I mean, it's funny. I like the setting and the concept of it. It's just I don't even know what you would change to fix it. Even in the pre-made lobby, it kind of just seemed like we were just DMing each other. So yeah, I'll give Treason a D. 2023 was the year of my Valorant era. I had played it, but never got too deep into it. But this year I actually did learn a lot and play it a bunch. Played a bit of ranked. I think for this genre of like tactical shooters and stuff, it's probably my favorite. I do like it over Counter-Strike, which I'm realizing I have to put that in here. So shit. I got to do this a lot. Hold on. What do you mean insecure download blocked? It's a fucking JPEG. Yeah, put it in. What was I saying? I haven't thought about my opinion on Valorant until right now. I just think it's a lot more interesting and there's a lot more things to learn. Uh, and also Yoru is my favorite character. He's super cool. I'd give Valorant a. I don't know. I like Valorant. It's like B. It's like a B tier. Ooh, this is a repeat. I'm pretty sure. This might be wrong. Yeah, it's a fun play with friends game. I don't really think at this point I'd play it on my own, but I like it as a multiplayer party up game. V tier for Valorant? No, I think B is fine. Alright, Papa's Freezeria released on Steam last year. Of course, I did buy this for the novelty of playing Papa's Freezeria. But it is kind of just boring. What do you mean, what? Don't say what. Well, Freezeria phobic. Well, the reason I was pressed was because, like, I feel like Valorant in my head is the same. I know it's not the same game, but in like comparing it to Overwatch, it's like, oh, every win I'm ascended, I'm God. This feels like amazing, and then every loss is like I'm fucking hate my life. I want to die. Kind of same in that sense, where I don't know. I don't know, but Overwatch moves so much faster. I don't know why I get so tilted. But it's the same game. It's the same shit. Overwatch has good gameplay. It's not this. I know it's not the same, but it's like in terms of like multiplayer trying hard to win game, it's like the same vibe for like a group dynamic. But I think I would. I don't know. Why is Blood looking? He heard everything I said. Go play Fortnite. Lil bro think he me. Ain't no way. Lil bro's trying to interrupt. Bruh, no. No. Wait, can I get back to my Papa's Freezeria opinion? Yeah, it's just not good. See, I like it more than Treason. Yeah. What? Don't tell me. Alright, Deadlink is a roguelite FPS that went 1.0 last year. Uh, I think in November or something. But I think uh, it's very well made. There's very good roguelike mechanics. I haven't played it that much. Like I think I did like the second to last difficulty. The runs kind of feel a little bit samey, but I think you get a lot of diversity between the different classes there are, and it's fun. There's good movement, there's good shooting, and yeah, it's just a solid roguelike. Yeah, why is it lagging? I was just looking at that. What is happening? Oh, do I have too much shit open? Goodbye, Raven stream. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is probably one of the best Resident Evils. It's not Kappa, it's literally really insanely good. This is the first S tier of today. I think the first opener is like seriously one of the best freaking moments in the horror gaming ever. Yeah, that whole thing is like pretty sick. Best Resident Evil? I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely up there for me, but like in like the ones I've played so far, they're like pretty different from each other depending on what era it is. But this one in terms of horror is like really fucking good. I do think it kind of falls off a little bit near the end, but I think as I've played more of these games, the feeling of that ending sequence makes a lot more sense. But I don't know. I really like Biohazard. I think I still put it over Village, but I mean, I guess I should just do all the Resident Evils now. No, I kind of talked about this recently. Village, I think, is like, I'll put it at A tier because the I unironically like the Village gameplay a lot more, but it is like thematically a lot more action focused than Biohazard, and I think I like Biohazard a little bit more. I don't know. It was fun though. I really liked it. Ultra Kill. Um, I didn't, but I guess since there's a couple updates, I could put it again. I'm pretty sure that was on my last year's tier list too. And then oh wait, I need a tier for game of the year, which I don't even know what my game of the year is going to be. Borderlands 1? No. Resident Evil 4, I think, was probably one of the best releases I've played this year. I didn't play that many other ones, but um no, the graphics are really good and it was really fun. So I'll put it an S tier. I think in terms of like more the action-y Resident Evils, this is like the best one. Borderlands 1. Where did I put that? Wait, I was downloading Ultra Kill. Yeah, I might have forgotten some of these because I am kind of bad at keeping track of this. Oh, all of my shit, all of the logo creation just got leaked right there in my downloads folder. Unlucky. Leaked. There we go. Nightmare Reaper, another roguelike FPS, but takes more of a boomer shooter approach. I did have a good time with this. I feel like uh I did get kind of a samey feel from like going to the campaign. I got a little bit bored, but I know there's a couple updates since I last played it, so I think I want to check it out again. There's cool like weapon variation and shit like that. Yeah, the weapon variation is pretty cool. Uh, just the general style of the game, how it's like boomer shooter coded is. Hold on. Sorry, I'm, I'm unironically like just gonna repeat shit I'm saying but better so I can edit it in. What's the replay value? Yeah, that's the thing with like roguelites. The replay, like replaying it, is usually one of the main aspects of the game, but in this one, you kind of just go level to level. And I think you can replay the campaign, but I'm not even sure how long it is. But there's a lot of wacky weapons. There's a lot of goofy goobers. But yeah, I think I want to try it again eventually. Slime Rancher 2 was probably one of the most anticipated games for me of last year. It only launched into early access, so I haven't played since the last few major updates. But at early access for me, I think I'm gonna put this at a C tier because there's just less content there than the original. I mean, the game looks really good and it feels really good, but at the early access launch, it was just like kind of less stuff. But I do need to play it more. I do need to play it again because I know there's a major update or two. Cozy Grove is a Animal Crossing type game. I played it because I did like the Animal Crossing game that came out on the Switch a couple years ago, but I didn't get too far into it. I got bored, but I don't think I should rate it as of now. Crab Champions, another roguelike. This one launched into early access pretty early last year, and it's actually pretty fucking sick. There's been a lot of overhauls since then. But the game feels pretty nice. It's actually a third-person one. It's a third-person shooter crab type game, and I think it's really fun. There's like an insane amount of different modifiers you can get through your run, and there's a decent amount of like kind of a big thing I care about with roguelites is like your what am I trying to say? You're god awful. No, didn't weren't we playing on the like the higher difficulty? Forget. The last time I played this was September. Oh, there's another update. And I'll probably when I edit this, I'll probably add gameplay to the screen. I remember it being a little bit difficult at the higher difficulties. What was I saying? Yeah, it's really movement based, and there is a decent amount of player agency during your runs, so that's always fun. I mean, it's still in early access, but I think I would put it at A. I like that game a lot. All right, the first free-to-play shooter I've played this game. There's a bunch of free-to-play shooters that came out this year for some reason. X Defiant, which was Ubisoft's first, which was Ubisoft's like kind of old school, kind of COD styled arcade shooter came out. Well, it didn't come out. It's in beta, but it's still not out. I know it got delayed for some reason. I know a lot of people, a lot of COD heads were hyping this up for some reason. I think it's just like kind of okay. Uh, Even with how much I am probably gonna shit talk COD later, I still like the newest COD over X Defiant. It just feels way better. It's just all right. The thing with like the arcade shooter space is like COD is the only good one. I don't know. Like, cause I don't even know if I'd put the finals in there, which is another free to play shooter that came out. Which I think I'm gonna put at A. Like every new arcade styled shooter that comes out is the new COD killer, and then it's not. Which is unfortunate because COD gets away with a lot of shit. But the finals I think was actually made by old Battlefield Bad Company devs. It's very movement and destruction based. You have abilities and stuff like that, but well, your equipment is based off. What am I saying? Instead of like perks and stuff, you have equipment that you can use, and it's just a wacky, like destruction game. I think it actually feels pretty nice. We didn't play it too much, but I think it's fun. What else was free to play shooter? Oh, Halo Infinite. No, wait, there's another one that I had in here. Speaking of COD Killer, I also played this game called Combat Master, which is another COD clone, but for phones. I don't know. I kind of had like a weird stint with this game where I played it for like 2 weeks. It just it's literally just a mobile game trying to rip off Modern Warfare 2019. But it was I played it for a little bit, putting it over X Defiant. It's literally the most crusty fucking mobile like COD game, but there's like fun movement, and I was just shitting on people on mobile, so that was fun. I guess we'll give that a C. I mean, I unironically played Combat Master longer than X Defiant. Let me see. Let me see how many hours I had. I did not play this shit for 8 hours. I mean, it was kind of fun, I'm not even gonna lie. The movement tech was insane. Oh, this came out with Battle Royale mode. I don't know why I was playing this, but I was like kind of good at it. I liked it. Uh, Battlebit Remastered had a pretty big, like, explosion at the start of the year. It's like a huge scale Battlefield type game, and especially after people didn't really like that last Battlefield, I think a lot of people went to this game, but I don't know how well it held its audience. I like the proximity chat. I like the destruction and just the scale of everything. I haven't played it in a while though. I didn't really return to it that much, but I think it deserves a B for the amount of time we played for it. That seems like an acceptable rating. Was there another shooter in here? No. Bro Tato is kind of a Vampire Survivors like game, but it's more round based, and I like the faster pace of it and how you're just in a small arena rather than a giant map. I'm only like a couple difficulties deep in this game, but I think I think I like it more than Vampire. I mean, I didn't even play Vampire Survivors last year, so no. Why am I putting it by Village? Am I insane? No, it's B. It's like a B for potato. Halo Infinite. Um, I think I wanted to put this in the tier list again because they actually did make some pretty good updates to the game and kept adding more stuff, which I thought was cool. And for the short time I played for it, I liked it. Also, they added aim assist to mouse and keyboard, which is fucking epic. B for Balo. Mm, low B, low B. Oh, now this is a game. Wheel of Katamari rerolled, Royal Reverie. This game was fucking gas. This is just the last game that got ported to PC. Which was just Wheel of Katamari. I need to check. Oh no, it was just Katamari Damashi. Yeah, it was pretty much like the last Katamari I played, but like way better and a lot more stuff to do. Um, I don't know what you do after you beat the campaign, but that's cool that there's more stuff. What's the third one? Oh, that is Wheel of Katamari. Reroll plus Royal Reverie. Oh, uh, no, I really like this franchise, and every game I've played from it has just been so fucking fun. And the game is just really funny in general. Um, I was trying to keep these thematically together, and I have completely fucking failed at that. All these roguelikes are everywhere. Shit. Hold on. Oh yeah. I like completely forgot to add Lethal Company. F tier. Meat and Fuck Kingdom. I played it last year. Meat and huh? Oh, spoiler. Meat and huh? Sex with Hitler. It's on my wish list. Wild Frost is a roguelike deck builder, which I like the genre. I haven't played that many games from it. Other than like Slay the Spire and Monster Train. But I thought this one was sick. It's really fucking hard though, so I don't know if they rebalanced it. But I think I should check it out again soon. Shower with Dad Simulator. That's not a real one. That is fake. Okay, it's old then. Well, you see, they added this new feature where you can right click. Oh wait, shit. I think you can private games. Oh, you can mark as private, so now I could buy Sex with Hitler too. Whoops. But another deck builder I played that I think I liked a bit more because I could actually fucking beat it was Cobalt Core. I need to say that again. Fucking stuttering. Was Cobalt Core? It's like based in it's like a space fighting type game, but I think the ship combat is pretty fun. And um for the alt Steam account, well, I can just own everything on one account. I think this one's like more balanced than Wild Frost, but I would have to check up on Wild Frost again. Hmm. Uh, Everhood is a quirky Undertale RPG. Um, but it's like music combat, and I think the story was actually like really entertaining, and the game in general is really charming. I will give it S tier. I think everyone should play Everhood. It was really good. Also, I've never played Undertale, so I just said that for no reason. But I think I played it on hard. Just the effects and soundtrack in general are just insane. I love it. Let's see. Another game that should go by that one. I guess I should play Undertale. Everhood is like Phasmophobia in space, but with music elements. Lethal Company is like think Phasmophobia, but space, but in with extraction. But Lethal Company. Time to give my real Lethal Company take. D. Not good. Phasmophobia better. How did you get 2 FPS in Undertale? It used to be believable. Putting Lethal Company on in F tier and then posting on my Twitter Blue account for $5. I think I should probably play Undertale eventually because Um, I also played through Lisa and Lisa the Painful, which are they're not Undertale, but I know people from that fan base kind of group these types of games together. Uh, but this game is just so it's so much. It's like everything. I don't know. It's funny. It's literally just so fucked up, and it's also very quirky. It's very quirky. Um, but I think it's really good for the quirky RPG genre. The sequel, Lisa the Painful, I don't think I liked as much, but I'll put it in A tier. It's pretty similar, but I think story wise, I just like Lisa Joyful more. More like Sleeper Company. It has quirky humor, but I think it does it pretty well. If that's even does that even make sense? It's very dark. It's a very fucking dark game. Uh, it's about a little bit more than depression. It kind of goes into some dark topics, but I think it does it really well. All right, Lethal Company. A game that has absolutely exploded since last year, since October. I mean, I'm just gonna give it S tier. When the indie game is about depression. Well, Lisa isn't about depression. It's it's a lot more. It's about well, the premise of Lisa the Joyful is that it's like a post-apocalyptic. What the fuck did I just say? Post-apocalyptic game, and there's like one uh his daughter that he's taking. He finds a baby, and she's the last like girl on Earth, and I think you can just see where that's going. But it gets even more fucked up than that. Speaking of dark humor, let's talk about Pikmin Bloom. Wait, I didn't even talk about Lethal Company. Wait, I gotta redo that for the video. You seen Lisa the Joyful? Yeah, it's really old, but I think people who like the kind of like PC, the indie RPGs think it's like a cult classic type thing. Lethal Company has exploded since October of last year. I'm gonna put in S tier. I just really like this game from the start. Um, it's not that kind of game where I don't know, I'm not gonna be playing this for like fucking a whole ass decade, but it's really fun. It has a lot of great moments. It has great mods, and wherever it goes, I will probably keep playing it. It's the best multiplayer horror game I've played that's actually scary. It's funny as fuck, and it deserves all of the success it's gotten. Another horror game I played this year was Pikmin Bloom. It's a phone game. I actually like. I'm kind of done with Pikmin Bloom, but it was fun. I don't know. I don't know how to rate this game. This is just like you walk and then you open Pikmin Bloom and then you see your number. F. First F game. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to rate Pikmin Bloom. When I started this game, I was like, oh, it's like Pokemon Go, but I don't have to like keep doing all this stuff all the time. But then I did have to keep doing all this stuff all the time. And it's like, now I want to try Pokemon Go again. I mean, it's fun for a little bit, I can't lie. But kind of just done. Maybe I'll return to it. I don't know. What Pikmin Bloom gonna be popping off in Japan? It is an election year. Pokemon Go comeback. Why did I not talk about Counter-Strike after Valorant? What are you eating? I have one? Huh. What time? Where's my phone? Do I have one? Where? Hold on. There's chocolates.
Hey guys, welcome back to another tier list. Uh,
Let's CS go to the polls. Ain't no way. I didn't listen to the Blue album. Counter-Strike 2. It was interesting to return to Counter-Strike, but after a few sessions, I think I just like Valorant more. I don't know. D tier for Counter-Strike. It's fine. Like, it feels fine. I don't know. The graphics look nice. Um, it's just Counter Strike. I think I like Valorant more. The abilities are cool. All right, Blue album. Neon White is a really cool speed running platformer type game with maybe the worst writing and story I've ever seen in my life. B tier. It was fun. There's also the OSTs done by Machine Girl, which is cool. I didn't beat this, but I did have fun chasing scores and stuff, so that was cool. Yeah, Neon White gets the Reddit award, which no, it's not even Reddit. It's like visual novel fans or something. Yeah, and they have Steve Bloom in there. It's like not even Reddit. It's like past Reddit. It's like Tumblr. Yeah. Which I get the style they're going for, but I feel like it just wasn't done particularly well. But the gameplay and music is really cool. I do like the aesthetic of it, but I don't know. The story and the characters was not for me in any capacity. I guess while we're on the topic of put Halo in A tier, did I not mean to do that? Oh, it's B tier. What is that? What Michael did? How was I supposed to be able to tell that? Oh. I guess while we're talking about taste in writing, we should bring up Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, which was a remaster or remake kind of. It was like a remaster and they added more paths to the game. I think it was fine. I didn't play it all the way, but I think I liked Stanley Parable more a few years ago than now. Um, I don't know. It's just that kind of meta humor. It was good then, but like now it's just kind of like, oh, I get it. Like I didn't really find it funny. It was just like, oh yeah, I get it. All right, next ending. What are we gonna do now? It was definitely more. I remember it having more of a like impact on me when people weren't doing stuff like this. But now I think it's kind of played out, unfortunately. But it's fine. Also, it's not really a game. Mm. Friends versus Friends, a 2v2 first person card dueling game, really cool. A bit jank. I wish more people played it, but at the same time, I didn't play it past like the launch week, which was, I don't know. I know I got a bunch of updates, but it's a cool indie shooter. I do think it's pretty cool. I thought it was fun for the short time I played it, but I didn't really expect it to have much staying power. Being in like uh, a multiplayer indie shooter, it's just kind of a hard market to get into. But it has really cool mechanics. I can't lie. Let's just get all the shooters out of the way while I'm on it. Ultra kill. Sprawl. Ooh. Sprawl was fun. I didn't beat it though. RoboQuest. Risk of Rain is a shooter. Kind of. Borderlands. Payday. Resident Evil. Hmm. I don't know. Oh yeah, they added that recently. It feels pretty good on controller too, because you can use the right stick. My right stick just went viral. Left stick put a baby in a spiral. Turbo Overkill, a retro movement shooter, boomer game shooter goober. It was pretty fun. I thought it was pretty fun. Uh, I'm, I believe I got a few chapters in, but oh, just kind of didn't play it all the way through. Same with Sprawl. Like I really do like these games. I just my attention span is shot, and I just forget to pick it up and play it again. But the movement in both these games are really fun to switch through your fucking giant ass arsenal and blast people. Sprawl has like a bullet time mechanic. Turbo Overkill has like even more shit. I don't even know. I haven't played it in a bit, so let me look at it. August. I think this game has bullet time too. Yeah, these are two games I'm gonna have to check out again. But I did on a surface level enjoy them. Ultra Kill got a bunch of. I've been playing Ultra Kill for a little bit. I got a bunch of updates this year. The last layers were very fun. Um, I I think it's an easy game to recommend in the indie boomer shooter type shit that just distracted me. Pikmin Bloom and G's and bruh dropped the game after 3 days. Maybe I should play a Pikmin game. Which Pikmin should I play? What console? No, yeah, what console? Often. Yeah, I'll play Pikmin 1. I'll play Pikmin 1. New Year's resolution, play Pikmin 1. Which, yeah, but I'm not gonna play it on Switch if I can just emulate it. Ultra Kill, I just absolutely love this game. Every update just adds, like, hella shit. A lot of content, and it's been getting updated for a while. I don't know if it's nearing the end, but, uh, I think I did my Violent playthrough last year, and that was a lot of fun. It's definitely challenging and brain melting, but very, very fun. You shit on the Switch all the time. What are you talking about? Bro, this man is a Wii U defender. Yes, you are. Oh, hell nah. I'm taking the Switch over the Wii U every time. Okay, I don't hate the Switch, but if I can just emulate it, I'm just gonna emulate it. Like 720p is perfectly fine for handheld. Do I have anything else to say about Ultra Kill? No. I think I would like to eventually try to P rank all the levels, but who knows? I just be saying shit. I think half these games I'm like, oh, I should really play this again. I need to stop buying games. The secret the sex level. RoboQuest. Did I already talk about this game? I didn't put Gunfire in here. Did I talk about Gunfire? I think my opinion on Gunfire is the same. RoboQuest hit 1.0 this past year. RoboQuest hit 1.0 this past year. I always compared it to Gunfire, and while I still think I ended up playing Gunfire a bit more, I think RoboQuest deserves an A, and it's a pretty solid roguelike. I beat it once, so I don't know if there's like extra shit you can do, or if it's just like grinding out all the unlocks, which that's fine for a roguelike. The 6 hour run. Oh boy. Eventually, I don't know when I will have time to do that, but maybe one day. Risk of Rain Returns, a remake of the original Risk of Rain. Uh, as someone who played the original Risk of Rain maybe like twice and gave up instantly, this game is fucking amazing and makes it better in probably every single way. It's really interesting to see how this franchise started off. It's challenging. It's 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 fun. Say it's fun every time. I don't know. Do I give it S? Maybe I put it in A. Uh, uh. Okay, I gotta speed up a little bit. New COD? Is old COD on here? I did not download. I do like Risk of Rain Returns, and I did spend a lot of time with it. I think in general I still like the second because of the kind of you have to make a lot more choices in the second game than the first one, but it's still a solid game. It's still a solid game. We'll give it an A. We'll give it an A over here. All right, Modern Warfare 3, the newest Call of Duty. I don't know, like a C. It's just no, it's just the same shit. If I get the COD itch, I'll probably load it up. But other than that, I wasted $70. Speaking of wasting $70, Payday 3. Treason better? Nah. I think COD's better than Treason. Oh, I do like COD. I just my opinion on the franchise hasn't changed at all, so I might as well just put it in there anyway. Heard crickets. Payday 3 is off to a very slow start, but I'm sure in time it will be pretty good. I mean, I wasn't there for Payday 2 launch, but after years of that game, I really do love it. Payday 3, unfortunately, it kind of missed the mark a little bit. I can't lie. I didn't play this last DLC that came out, but I mean, it's like a heist and some weapons, which that's probably what the pace is gonna be moving forward. But yeah, the gameplay is an upgrade. The graphics are an upgrade. It's just we kind of just blasted through it really fast, and launch had a lot of issues. So that's a bit of a bummer. That's a bit of a bummer. Dead Space remake of the first one. Never played the original. I think it's like a 360 game. I had a little bit of performance issues with this on PC, but in general, it was a very actiony type of survival horror. The graphics are insane. The monsters are insane. I think that's about it for Dead Space. I like literally forgot to talk about this game in my survival horror video. Maybe it's a B. Yeah, it was like pretty good. It was pretty good. Let's do Yakuza in the middle. I don't know why I played Borderlands 1 again and try to do a playthrough of this, but the game is just very fucking dusty. I had plans to like actually beat the game, but I didn't. So I still respect this game a lot for my like original experiences with it. But yeah, I think I'm giving it a C. Unfortunately, very true. It actually Reddit tier. We're gonna be giving Borderlands 1. Well, actually, the first game isn't as Reddit as the second, which is surprising. Like I was, I do like the general atmosphere of the first game, but I don't know if that's just because it's fucking empty and there's not like fucking Reddit humor. I remember it being such like a novel thing that I had like randomized loot back when I played it when I was a kid. But yeah, it's very slow and the gameplay is just not good. It's just not good. Resident Evil 6, I think I'm gonna put in the gray tier because I only played one campaign of it. I was liking it. I just haven't picked it up again. So we're putting that in the gray tier. No, I didn't finish it. I do think, as of now, I think it's just 5, but better. And I actually do like Resident Evil 5. So we'll leave it at that. Brick screaming after every click. I mean, it's so weird because those characters are literally like the main cast are nothing until the game after. Okay, Dave the Diver, fishing sushi restaurant manager game. I dropped it pretty fast. I don't know, gray tier. Fuck it. I don't know. It might just be not for me, but also I didn't play it that long. Heretic's Fork is a vampy survivey type game, but you're like a tower in the middle of a. You're like a. It's like a tower defense vampy survivey, and you're in hell. I actually beat a few runs of this. I think it's pretty decent. Would it be the scam game? No. Dave the Diver? No, I think a lot of people like Dave the Diver. It's like a tycoon game. I think the main what I did see some people talking about it was that it got nominated for best indie game when it had like a lot of financial backing from something, but I don't know past that. Now, Plate Up is a diner dash roguelike management restaurant management game. This game fucking gripped me. This game gripped me. Uh, I mostly played it. I pretty much played this solo, but this game was very fun. I did a whole ass video on it because I liked it so much. So go watch that. This goes high. This goes high. Outpath uh is a that's not nice. That's not very nice. Outpath is a incremental clicker survival game that I really like. I've played a few sessions here and there. I think I'm like halfway through. It was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But just like the unraveling of that game, it's like the same feeling as Cookie Clicker, but like as a survival game. And it's good. It's like hella good. I'll put it A. So good. Here, I'll put lower. Signalis is probably one of the best survival games. Oh my god, wait, I forgot to put Silent Hill. I forget. I think I just found my game of the year. Why? So during my survival horror stint, I ended up playing Silent Hill 2 and Signalis. Silent Hill 2 really like fucking blew me away. I don't really do much retro gaming in general. I know maybe like what is it, 2001 isn't that retro, but in terms of like older games, I don't really do that. But I ended up really fucking enjoying just everything about it. And playing Signalis after, I don't think I liked it as much, but thinking about the game and reading more into Signalis, I really do think it can compare to Silent Hill 2. It's very, very good. Very well made as well. Uh, again, survival horror video. Go watch it. Go watch that video. What else is survival horror? Detention, not really survival horror, but it kind of is. It's more of a like point and click adventure. Very dark story based off like Taiwanese culture. I think worth a playthrough if you into that kind of shit. If you're if you're in a dark and twisted place. Fatal Frame. I actually need to make the F tier for this one. Yeah, if you've got a twisted sense of humor, check out Fatal Frame. No. This game, I don't know if the other Fatal Frames are good, but I like played this for a couple hours. This game fucking sucks. This game sucks. It's like weirdly horny, and I give this about a 40 out of 100. Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater. I don't know if the other Fatal Frames are like this, but it seems like the most mid anime you've ever seen, but made into like a horror game for some reason. It's based off of like a suicide mountain. All the ghosts have like giant jiggly titties for some reason. I don't know. It was very weird. I didn't like it. It was also kind of boring. What do you mean relatable? Interior Worlds. Played this for the photography video. Go watch it. It's like a backrooms camera game. I had a nice time with this. I think B is fine for this. Toem, another photography game. A tier. Actually, one of the games I actually beat. So I mean, in general, that's gonna go pretty high. Yeah, that game is just really cute. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk was one of the games I've been anticipating for a while because I kind of wanted to get into Jet Set Radio and that kind of stuff because I know a lot of people are influenced by a lot of the music and art from that game. I think this game did that very well. The gameplay was fine. But I think I'm gonna put it in C tier because I did actually beat it and play it all the way through. But by the end I was feeling just kind of bored by it. Story is not really all the way there. The soundtrack is great, the art style is great, but I don't know. There's something about it, I can't really place it, but it just wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. Maybe it was just more of a disappointment thing that I put that makes me rate it lower. I really put Chillquarium in here. It's literally an idle game. Chillquarium is actually just a wallpaper, so we'll put that in the gray tier. Replayed Yakuza 5, 6, and 7. I think these are just solid games. My opinion on 5 definitely went up on a replay. Actually, wait, now that I'm thinking about it, wait, hold on. I mean, it's just a wallpaper fish tank game. I think on the replay, 5 and 6 definitely stay the same opinion for me. 7 is an S tier game. Just a game of that scale, keeping my attention for the whole playthrough, even the second playthrough, is just that's enough. That's like, I don't even know what to say. I just am absolutely infatuated with this fucking franchise. Gaiden, the recent spin-off, is also really, really good. It adds a lot of insight, because it actually takes place in between 6 and 7. And I think going into 8, this game will look even better for the stuff it sets up. Can't say too much about that because that's a spoiler. Like a Dragon Laurel. Oh, that was Laurel. Larry. No, it's Larry. Annie and Larry. Oh, do I give... Gaiden is like a spin-off, but they still added like... The game still takes place in like a whole bunch of different areas. And it's still around 10 hours long, which is pretty fucking crazy. But the agent style is so fucking goofy. I like the arena. I like the arena game mode. It's very fun. Yakuza Black Panther, the PSP game. I think I would actually give this an A. This was a very memorable experience because I put it on hard and it was very hard, but I think just seeing one of these games on the PSP was also just really interesting to me. Cruelty Squad is fucking... this game is insane. This is like a booger graphics game where you play as a hitman, and it's like purposefully obtuse but done like really, really well. I think I'm a couple levels off of beating it, but it's a bit unforgiving because if you die, you just restart the entire fucking level. But it's kind of insane that this kind of game exists at all because it's so like outlandish and out of its way to be obtuse. I just really like it. What? Hearthstone, a game I haven't played in fucking forever, probably since around the Old Gods expansion. I did play Battlegrounds when that came out a couple years ago, which I really like, and I got more into it at the end of this year. Recently, I've been playing more Constructed, and I think after a year of Marvel Snap, I really do appreciate like how complicated Hearthstone can get. Even Donovan knows the Yogg era. I think looking at how much shit they've added, it's really interesting. I'm gonna put it at A tier. I really like Battlegrounds, and yeah, I forgot to put Marvel Snap. I don't know. Put Marvel Snap. Yeah, because I was like watching a bunch of Hearthstone like nostalgia videos, and I forgot how invested I was into like Hearthstone YouTube and shit like that. So it's been really fun getting back into it. Yeah. I think out of the online card games, it's probably still one of my favorites. I do like Marvel Snap a lot. I think I've recently hit a bit of a lull with Marvel Snap. Um, some there's always like F minus. I don't know. Like I do love the simplicity of it, but I think the game needs a lot more. All the recent cards kind of just seem like they're playing into the same archetypes. But I think if I come back to Marvel Snap in a bit, it will be hopefully evolved. I can't imagine that game going away anytime soon. And then it's with a heavy heart that I must say that I've recently been playing League of Legends again after maybe 4 or 5 years. Nah, not that long. 'Cause I played like a game like here and there, like maybe once a year, but uh, playing this recently has been pretty fun. Can't lie. What the fuck? There's a new like arena mode, which is pretty cool. There's like roguelike mechanics, and also Bard is my favorite character in like any multiplayer game ever. I think he's so fucking fun. I don't know why. And there's no randoms. Yeah, it's a really good group friend game. Can't lie. Yeah, B tier. Why not? I think the arena mode's really cool too. Even if it is kind of, it just seems, I don't know, it just seems random to be honest. Yeah, but he doesn't have his own skills in Rainbow Six. It is zero plant mode. Sifu is a game I really did want to like. It's like a martial arts fighter type game. I don't know if it's a roguelike or not. I just didn't play past the first level, so I'm not too sure on that exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. Uh, the combat feels really good. I just haven't put any time into it. Samurai Gun 2, I played this once. It's like a local multiplayer type funny game, but I think for fans of Duck Game, this is one to check out. But it's great here. One level Andy. This is a fun party game. This is a fun party game. I don't know. I don't know. I'll put it in B. It also has Among Us. Put it in B tier. I think Halls of Torment is also a one level Andy because I played like this twice. Another like Bullet Heaven kind of Vampire Survivors kind of game, but styled after the like old Diablo games, which it seemed fine. I just those kind of games I'm gotten a bit picky over. I think I do have a handful of them that I want to check out again though. This is cut off, but this is Balatro, and I'm rating this as a demo, but this game is fucking S tier. Like this, it's a poker deck building roguelike game, and it's fucking insane. When it actually comes out, it will probably be the best game ever made. It will make $1 billion. But just the graphics, the balance, the fucking feel of the game. Oh, you can't even fucking play it anymore. That sucks. There's so many different like interlocking shit. It's so good. It's so fucking good, and it's just a demo. But yeah, it's like based off poker hands, and there's all the different shit you can do and customize. It was so good. I cannot wait. I don't think that game's coming out anytime soon. Game of the year. Just go off a snap reaction. It's Silent Hill 2. Yeah, that's the best game I played this year. Actually, I don't know. Shit. Uh, it's actually gonna be Pikmin. I think Pikmin Bloom is gonna be my game of the year. James Sunderland is in DBD. What does he do? He's just a guy. No, I think I would give it to Silent Hill 2 just because of how much perspective it gave me. I just really did like it. It's really sick. Oh, I thought the survivors had their own skills. Do they not? What raiders? No raiders. Blood lied. Thank you. Thank you for the raid montage HD. I hope your hunting stream went well. I just gave Silent Hill 2 the mouse game of the year award. This is my video games I played tier list. Even playing like even Silent Hill 2 after playing a bunch of Resident Evils, I feel like, what do you mean, how is Crab Champion A? How is it not? Oh. Dude, why is that says Raider from Montage HD in all your messages? What is happening? I mean, I do really like it. Fortnite Festival? I guess I could. No, I'm not. Fortnite's no. Uh, Fortnite Festival, I think I would put in A tier. I'm also about to go into movies and albums. That shouldn't take as long. I'm excited for what Fortnite Festival will become. I think it's a good start. It's a good start. Payday 3 is a D. Where did I put it? C. It's, I don't know. I mean, I like it. That is, it's not. It's not as good as I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, that's. No, I definitely agree. They actually did change the progression system, I think, when the DLC came out, but I don't know. It's the kind of game that they're gonna be probably doing for like years, so I know typically that's kind of like a cope excuse, but it's just not a good start. Go through. I don't think I missed anything. Alright, that's my video game tier list of 2023. Silent Hill 2, one of the best games I've ever played. Very fucking epic. Just I ended up playing a lot of different genres this year, which I think is pretty fun because I'm usually just like a shooter Andy. But yeah. All right, albums. Albums. I need to add a tier for album of the year. No, I saw this. I saw this. I really liked Silent Hill. Oh my god. It's like, I don't know. Something about it. Something about it. Okay. Yep, I will. I will probably be. Let me ready up a new window. Well, I don't have a 75. I have S, A, B, C, D. I think we can put an F tier on this one. I don't think we need a gray tier. And I'm also remembering I didn't finish an album, and that was The Black Parade. I think I listened to 3 songs off of this, but I remember having a strong opinion on it. Just a little teaser for that one. Yeah, I liked it. I listened to 3 songs off of the album. What is that? What is that copy pasta? Some of those are league things. Okay. Oh wait, let me open up the other window. You open up that window. That is not more albums than you listen to. What are you talking about? That's this is this 100 albums? I don't think it is.
Oh, yipey, oh, yipey.
Oh yipey. What is the first? Oh, this isn't in order. Oh, what's up? I'm gonna try to go in order. So good thing you're here because at the start of the year, I listened to a lot of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, which uh I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of that. The band name is kind of ridiculous, and saying it to other people in real life is always like pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's like a joke name. I don't even think they care that much about their name. But last year listened, or the year before this one, I listened to Nonagon Infinity, which was fucking insane. That's a 100 out of 100 album. And then I went into I'm in Your Mind Fuzz, which was very, very good. Very good. It's like similar sounds as Nonagon Infinity, very like psych rock heavy, but at the tail end of the album, there's like kind of some slower, jazzy stuff that I actually asked Trevor to recommend me some similar Gizzard songs like that. And then I went into Sketches of Brunswick East, which is it's a collab album with Mild High Club, which I also learned is a singular guy. Uh, this album, I think I like even more. Let me look at the track list here. It's on this track list. Where's the track list? My god, you can't see it when it's this size. That's so cringe. So cringe. Yeah, I think I just the the jazz mushroom core feel of this one was like pretty fun. Uh I think I tend to lean more that way for Gizzard stuff, which they don't do it as often, but I remember in January I was like running this back over and over. I really liked it. That's movies. That's movies. Yeah. I think solid S tier albums. Can't lie. Shit, this is uncomfortable. I have to open up so much shit. Did I put that?
Yep.
Oh, there he is. Steve Lacy Gemini writes, I do like that one song, Bad Habit. It's very catchy. It's his TikTok hit. I think the rest of the album is a bit forgettable. D tier. I mean, I only played through it like once, so there's that. Next is Men I Trust with the Untourable album. Very very quirky name there, but this band has a lot of like softer indie rock stuff. Let me look at the genre so I'm right. Never mind. They have a lot of bedroom pop stuff. I really like their stuff. B. I don't know. Hold on. I actually have listened to songs from these albums a lot over like the last couple years. But actually going through the project, I really like it. It's very good. The songs are very very laid back. I think I'm put Untourable album A and Uncle Jazz at B. I listened to Radiohead Kid A, I guess. In general, I think it was interesting, but I'm not too like it's not something I would really run back that often. So, I mean, I didn't give it very high of a rating. I know it's like it's kind of one of those things people say like, oh, you gotta listen to it like more. You got the more you listen to it, the more you get it. But I I didn't find myself wanting to run it back, so I did not. Uh, Radiohead slander. Did you even listen to Kid A? Lil Yachty also came out with a psych rock album this year with Let's Start Here. I actually really liked it. I mean, I don't really have much experience with the genre, but just how novel it was to hear that Lil Yachty made something like this, and going through it, I think it actually has a pretty good progression, and it sounds very nice. Like he tends to do a lot of melodic stuff on his normal songs anyway, so I think it worked really well. I rated it 100 when I first listened to it. I think as of now, I'd probably rate it lower because I just haven't gone back to it that often. But it was fun. It was fun. Magdalena Bay, Mercurial World. Where is that? Fuck, why is it not in order? It's gonna fucking peeve me off. This one was a good listen. It's a dreamy, poppy kind of album, a lot of synths and shit. I do actually run back a lot of the songs off of here, but front to back, it's actually pretty decent listen. Uh, My Bloody Valentine, Loveless. I don't know if was this did this invent shoegaze or was this like a part of it. It's from 1991. It's a very heavy sound. I remember this just being fucking exhausting. But I found it like I don't know. It was a really interesting listen, and I did come back to it a few times. It's kind of weird to describe because it's yeah shoegaze shoegaze like this is very like wall of sound. So I really liked it in certain moods I was in, but I don't know if I would run it back all the time. Yeah, I've been getting into it a bit. There's a couple other shoegaze stuff I've been getting into. Maybe not whole albums, but yeah, it's really interesting for the time period it came out in, and uh that kind of era of shoegaze. I don't know if it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's like one of the like grandfathers of that genre. But I did like it. I think it was like a A. Right now, Cemetery Butcher House. This shit was like I was playing it as like a joke, and then I was like, it's kind of hard though. It's definitely like a guilty pleasure. It's like so fucking crunchy and distorted, and it just sounds like shit. I'll give it a C. I think Cemetery, he likes to he really gets into his theming of haunted mound reapers. Um Definitely a guilty pleasure. Sicko Mode, I'll give album of the year. I think that was the best album I heard this year. But yeah, the production on Cemetery is, I swing between ass and genius like fucking every other day, so I don't even know. Let's go. Jinx by Crumb. I'm gonna Crumb. It's kind of a psych-inspired pop album kind of thing. It's not very long. I'd be swinging my ass in between my genius too. Ew. Derailed me. I really like some of Crumb's stuff. I think this one is only like half an hour long, but usually they're pretty like dreamy sounding. I would like play it in the same playlist as like these two albums. It's just a pretty laid back listen. Let's see what's next. Ken Mode, loved. It's like a noise sludgy metal kind of thing. I tried it out on a recommendation from the council. I think it was interesting, but it's not really like uh the kind of music I go towards. But there were a few moments on this that I thought were pretty cool. Um, where is it? Paranul After the Magic. I saw this at the top of album of the year as a shoegaze record, and people were really like, I heard a bunch of people I follow like recommending this, but I don't know, I didn't really get it. I remember being insanely bored by it, but I only ran through it once, so honestly the F tier could also be a gray tier, because if I didn't return to it, I could just change my mind after another listen. Two more King Gizzard albums. Ice, Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava. Now this one, I think, was just fine. I don't know if I like it as much as other Giz records. I haven't returned to it that much. The other one I was gonna mention, Omnium Gatherum. I really like this one. This one is like all over the fucking place with the genres. They also do some like rap shit on it, which is like kind of funny, but I'm not gonna like listen to it. I thought it was really good. Yeah, I want to see this track list. Oh yeah, like I run back a lot of these songs. It's good. I like King Gizzard a lot. Paramore, This Is Why. More like This Is Poop. This is a poop album. I give it F. I never really got like I like some of one of the greatest disappointments in my life. I give it a 40. F, no explanation. I just found it kind of boring, and Paramore, I like some specific songs from their older stuff, but this one, like, I was like, why am I even listening to this? I don't know. Another F I'm gonna just get out of the way is My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade. I do kind of, I just don't get it. I listened to this off of a recommendation in our listening channel. But I just, I, I just hate the fucking voice so much. I can't take it. I don't know what it is. I know it's like it's a fucking like concept album and there's like all this shit going on and it's like pop punk ooey gooey, but like I don't know. I don't like the vocals on it at all. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Butterfly 3000. Now, I think I just instantly gave this a 10 out of 100. I know it's like microtonal shit, which I feel like you can only listen to if you are into music theory, because I just don't like it. What one song? What do I not give a fuck about? I mean, I respect Giz a lot for like trying a bunch of different shit, but I did not vibe with this at all. Oh yeah. Alright, and then I started getting into MGMT with not even Oracular Spectacular. Now, I thought this was pretty good. Of course, it has some of their like biggest bangers on here, but yeah, the listen through is actually pretty decent too. Usually, when I go to like some of these pop records and listen to the whole album, I'm like, well, some of these are just kind of shit, but this one, I think it's actually a pretty good listen. I did like Little Dark Age a lot more. I think this album is fucking phenomenal. I think I would give it S. It's a fucking 10 song track list. That shit is concise. It is fucking. It's so juicy. I love it. It's good. It's also the Sigma song. That's the Sigma Grandset song. I think I just don't like one song on here. Yeah, no, I've really liked listening to their projects. Next song, next album is Caroline Polachek, Desire I Want to Turn Into You. This one, I saw it trending on Album of the Year, which is the website I'd be using. I just didn't really get it. It might just be it just might be like me or whatever, but like I don't know. I did like recently find a song from her that I liked, so I might want to check this out, but do Nirvana, okay. Nirvana, Udro I like more. Which one do I like more? I need to look at the backlist. No. I like no. I think Nevermind is better. Of course, this is another album I listen to because I know like the big bangers off of it, but as like the whole thing, it's actually like insanely good. Once I guess. I think in total, Nevermind is better, but both albums have like some insanely good songs on there. It's crazy. Maybe not. Maybe like a A. No, these are very good. Maybe not. Maybe this is. I think Omnium is an A. But yeah, it's like it's pretty much like a masterpiece. It probably will not be done again. All right, what? Okay, wait. Now my order is fucked up. Which one did I have? Gus Dapperton, a guy who I've Ice Dancer. Uh, I mean, I ran through Ice Dancer like once. I think I give this a D. Putting Ice Dancer next to the Kid A just seems insane, but I don't know. I just don't. I like almost get it. I feel like I almost caught the vibe of it, but it might just be not for me. Yeah. F tier. I don't know. I feel like because I like some adjacent stuff to this, but I just I could not. I could not. Now where was I? This is fucking more than I thought. Oh god, that's so much talking already. Gus Dapperton, a guy who I've really liked some like random singles from. I checked out his album Where Poly People Go to Read. I thought this one was decent. This one has some of my favorite songs of his. He's a quirky little goofy guy. It has some hitters. It has Cokes and Botany, Fill Me Up Anthem. What are these ratings? Red? Yeah, I don't remember some of these other ones. But I did like the follow-up album a lot less. He seemed to me he's more of like a feature guy. I like his features a lot, but these full projects not as much. Okay, next page. Halfway, maybe? Right, Gorilla's Cracker Island. I listened to Plastic Beach and really fucking like that. That shit is like a masterpiece. Cracker Island is a piece of shit. Nah, it's not really bad. It just kind of sucks. Yeah, I give it like a D. It was just a bit boring. I don't know. Kind of weird with Gorillas because I don't feel like he's doing anything different, but at the same time, does not hit the same way. Neutral Milk Hotel in the Aeroplane Over the Sea. I absolutely despised this fucking album. It's a indie folk concept album about Anne Frank, and I fucking hate it. I don't know. It's like I just found it very obnoxious, and uh, it's rated pretty highly in the genre and as like concept albums in general. Uh, Folk. I do have a bias against folk music. It's not for me. I don't like it very much. Next, Japanese Breakfast Psychopomp. I listened to this because I really like that one song, Everybody Wants to Love You, but I found the rest of the album a bit lackluster. A bit lackluster. And put that here. King Cruel, The Ooze. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. It's like the best album ever made, ever. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Uh, I always liked King Cruel. I never really dove into much of his projects before. But this is just such a like, I don't know, it's so depressive and fucking all encompassing. It's so good. Just back to front, really good listen, really good experience. Let's see. Kali Uchis Red Moon and Venus. A bit boring, unfortunately. The album before this, Isolation, is probably one of my favorite albums of ever. I found this one just kind of bland. Nothing too specific to say about it, but yeah, I did like the main single, but yeah, the rest of it was kind of forgettable, unfortunately. Slow Tie, Ugly. I have heard of Slow Tie through like some Brockhampton features and stuff like that, and I was hearing a lot of good things about like a lot of this, like, because it kind of is like about like what has been going through the last few years and like the concept of that and all that shit. But I don't know, I just don't like it. I did Nirvana, Earl Sweatshirt, Sick, pretty short. Is the album? It's just a mixtape. I really like what Earl's been doing the last few years, and it's put me on to a lot of his friends who've been doing the same style of rap. Wait, this came out. I didn't listen to this until last year. This might be a re-listen because it came out in 2022. This and a lot of his other stuff I can just throw on that like pretty much any time. I love that style of hip hop that they've been doing. Yame Online with Candy. This one I'm about to look. Now I will say I was a bit disappointed from this. I just, in general, I've kind of like shrunk on my opinion with Yame Online. Recently I've kind of just like removed her stuff from my playlists. I did enjoy it for a little bit, but I don't think it's the kind of it's just, I got kind of bored of the sound pretty quickly. Ain't no way he said D. I don't know, at the time I said not my favorite Yame Online project, but since then I've definitely kind of, I don't know, I don't like Yame Online as much as I used to. It's fine for what it's going for, but I don't know, man. It's just like, eh, like eh. The Happy Star by Lexi Liu. Uh, this one was interesting. It's like very poppy, like dance pop kind of shit. It's fine. Fine. And now here's this is not in order. Oh, whatever. Alright, and then we got 10,000 Gex, which is definitely a contender for album of the year. Uh, I was anticipating this for so fucking long. I did a whole ass video on it. It's, I don't know how, but like the Geks like out-Gek themselves. It's such a fun fucking album. And I pretty much ran that back over the entire year. Yeah, I'm just very, very infatuated with this band. And you know, the album's not that long, but I definitely think front to back it's, you might skip one song, but I mean, for the 100 Gex experience, it is definitely a hitter. Yeah. I think my other album of the year contender came out in the same month, which is "Scaring the Hoes" by JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown. Again, the production on this is just insane in a different way. Like with 10,000, they're emulating some styles. They're emulating stuff they did on 1,000 Gex. But like the shit on "Scaring the Hoes," that shit is just crazy. That shit is just fucking crazy. Like the sampling, the way he did the shit all analog on a fucking beat pad. It is fucking wild. The way that Danny and JPEG both find like pockets to rap on some of these beats is just fucking crazy. I think it definitely lives up to a lot of the hype people have been giving it online, and it's just a fucking fun ass album. I think the DLC pack is fine. I give it an A. It does make sense that I think it makes sense to split those up. I don't know if it was like sample clearance issues that it was a separate release, but yeah. What else? I listened to Danny Brown, Triple X, or 30 this year, which I think actually gives a lot of perspective for Karanta as well. This is this one. I think I like Triple X a bit more. The production on it, again, is always pretty like out there for Danny Brown. I always, from him, I had listened to Atrocity Exposition before, but this one I think it's so weird because there's a lot of just introspective tracks mixed in with like just general like fucking bangers and party tracks. I think comparing that with Karanta puts a lot into perspective. Especially the title track on Triple X is just fucking insane. I thought Quaranta was fine. It's not something I'd really run back too often. So I think I'd give it like a C. Triple X at B. Wait, I'll be right back. Okay, where was I? This. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, Frost Children, Spiral. I did find Frost Children sometime last year, and I've absolutely fell in love with their fucking catalog. They're like a newer hyperpop duo type shit. Spiral. I think what's on it. I did like a lot of the songs on here, but I think the follow-up album, Speedrun, is full of fucking hitters. That album is fucking sick. I think it definitely grew on me over last year. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give that an A. Definitely like Frost Children a lot. for hyperpop stuff, and their newest album, Hearth Room. They actually dropped 2 albums last year. They completely like went to a fucking different direction and did like a indie rock kind of thing, which I thought was pretty fucking funny. Where is that? There it is. Yeah, so this duo that had been making hyperpop shit for the last few years just went and did like an indie rock thing, and I think it actually went pretty well. Uh, I mean, I like it for entirely different reasons than Speedrun, but I thought it was a really sweet listen, and I liked it. Frost Children forever. All right, where is next one? Veteran? I listened to Veteran. There's no way. Did I actually listen to Veteran last year? Okay, I think this is a re-listen. But Veteran by JPEG Mafia. Um, Definitely one of his strongest projects and the one that put me on to his sound in general. Outside of features, I don't think it's perfect, but it is definitely like production-wise, it's like actually a fucking inspiration to me, like the type of shit he's been doing. And for like that more experimental underground stuff, definitely worth a listen through, and especially if you like Scaring the Hose and stuff like that. It's not as bombastic or catchy as like the majority of Scaring the Hose, but it's still like some of his best work. I think I like his other album, All My Heroes or Cornballs, a lot more. Uh, he like kind of floats between a couple of different like singing stuff on this one, which I like. It actually works out like really, really well. And I think like listening it through this year, I do like this one a little bit more. But let me put this at. Let me put this at. I don't know how to rate it. The S. Yeah, it's S. Let's be real. But my like still after this all this time, my favorite one from him, my favorite project from JPEG Mafia is LP. This one is actually a re-release on Spotify because there's like different versions of the album and shit. But I think as a whole, it has some of my most favorite fucking songs on here. From JPEG Mafia, put Veteran in A, and All My Heroes in A. This album is just fucking amazing to me. Poppy with Flux. I really liked the album no, not before this. It's like a couple before. Her album I Disagree is probably one of my favorite albums of fucking ever, especially like having listened to Poppy through her pop era and moving on to that. I don't think these two are as good as that, but they're still pretty interesting for what Poppy's trying to do. I'll put Influx in B, and Zig. This one called Zig. Yeah, Zig I did not like as much. I think put that in D tier. Okay. Vord Dyer, Earl Sweatshirt and Alchemist collab album. I did like my listen through, but I don't know, I just haven't returned to it as much as Earl's other projects. I think it's like a B though. Also, there's like a weird thing where it like released on some other website first. Burning Desire from Mike. I actually got put on to Mike when I first saw Earl uh, in 2019. He came to Hawaii, and Mike was one of the openers. Same style of rap, like the kind of, I don't know, sample heavy, loop heavy, uh, uh, like alt rap stuff they've been doing. Probably one of his best projects. I still like Weight of the World a lot, but Mike is really dope and definitely worth checking out if you're interested in that kind of rap. This one, what was this called? Mind Force by Excalibur. I got put onto this one from the council. It's like a thrash punk kind of stuff. I don't like it. Sorry, it's just not my thing. Let's see. Tinashe with BB Angel. It's like an R&B album. I thought it was fine. I like some of Tinashe's stuff. But I thought this was a decent listen. It's like I see. It's like it's okay. Now this one, Reptilian God Mana, Hologram Christ. He's a pretty small. Never gonna know about the council. It's fine. They don't have to know about the council. So through 2023 and my discussions with the council, I've been getting a lot. I've been getting put a lot. Just talk. I got put on to some like underground hip hop stuff like Bones and Reptilian God Mana. This album, Hologram Christ, I liked a couple songs from, and then like over the last few months, I've just been running it back a lot. I think I'd actually give it an A. When I first heard it, it kind of was just like in and out, but I don't know, it kind of grew on me. Basket Case by Bones, I think has some pretty good songs on it. But in general, Bones is more of like a random song kind of like guy instead of like a whole album kind of guy. I think a C is fair for that one. This is crazy that these albums are next to each other. Soldier Boy Tell 'Em, Unsigned and Still Major, the album before the album. Probably one of the best things I've heard in my life. Like probably a low S. What is this one called? Fishmonger. Last year I also started listening to Underscores. I started off with Fishmonger, which I thought was alright. I know they had some hyperpop influence before going into it. After that, I learned that she doesn't really like that tag for her stuff, but I know she was there during like that kind of stuff a couple years ago. I thought Fishmonger was pretty okay, but this one, Wall Socket, was just like fucking astonishing. I think it's actually an album of the year contender for me. Just like the evolution between this album and this one, it makes so much sense. It works so well. It's like actually trying to do something other than like high pitched vocals on crunchy beats, like hyperpop type shit. Genuinely like fucking moving, and like the writing is so good. I think one of my favorite songs of the year is on this with Duh. It was just really fucking good. T-Pab, I mean, it's just this is one of those albums that I had heard like the bangers from it, like the most popular ones, but never actually listened through all the way. Or I might have like when I was younger, but I mean that doesn't count. I was like a fucking dumb boy. But listening to it now, it's definitely like it makes a lot of sense why people view it as like his best work. Reddit gold deployed. Yeah, I think To Pimp a Butterfly is very good. It's like it's the storyline of it, just everything surrounding that album is very, very well made. I have another? No, I don't have. I'm White. Kitty with spit. Um, this is like a fucking 2000 new metal all girl band. Uh, I unironically liked this more than I thought I was going to. I knew of a couple songs from this that my dad put me onto like a while ago, but I actually liked this a lot. New metal in general is kind of weird for me, because I can't tell if I'm allowed to like it or not. But this one was actually pretty good. I can't lie. And Poppy's cover of "Spit" is probably also one of the best songs I've heard this year. Okay. This is Hiroshi Sato's "Awakening." It's a 1980 city pop album. I thought it was fine. I really like uh one of the later songs on here, but yeah, it was just fine. It was fine. This is a Suicide Boys and Shakewell collab album, Shameless Suicide. Now, I haven't listened to much Suicide Boys until this last year. I do like Shakewell a lot. He has some really, really good songs. This one was fine. It was fine. I mean, this stuff like Bones and Suicide Boys, there's nothing that really like blows me out of the water, but I do like it. I do like it. Another classic listen was this Bobby Caldwell album, Cat in the Hat, which is like pretty. That's a pretty swaggy name for an album. I liked a couple songs on here. But other than that, it was fine. That's about it. King Gizzard, King Giz with Murder of the Universe. Uh, this one was fucking really good. It's like even more thematic than some of their other albums. It's like literally like a fucking. It's like a play. It's like a whole play. And that's about it. See ya. Just the storyline of Murder of the Universe is fucking good. Wait, I fucking Soldier Boy is still up here. Uh, I think yeah, it's definitely up there. I like that. It's like a S. Okay, Pink Pantheress. What is this? Heaven knows. Heaven knows. Pink Pantheress with Heaven Knows. I really fucking loved this album. But let's move Soldier Boy down. Um, I've been listening to her stuff for a while. Not to brag, but before the Ice Spice remix dropped. So yeah, and like her evolution from her first tape to this debut album was just really fucking good. There's so many earworms on this, and it's so pleasant. It's so nice. I love her voice. Very good. I think it definitely grew on me since it released. Kevin Abstract with Blanket. I found it a bit disappointing. I went into it expecting No, I try to keep an open mind for the genre he was going for. I actually do like his solo stuff a lot. I don't think he really achieved what he was going for with this. It was unfortunately a bit forgettable and a bit disappointing. I will give it a D. That was a bit unfortunate. Uh, this is another Bones album, Jones Peak. Someone who usually does like emo rap type stuff. Now that he like does some like fucking, I don't even know how to describe this one. I'm not too fond of the feature on this album, which is Eddie Baker. Not my favorite Bones project, but it is the funniest one. So we have that. Little Sims, sometimes I might be an introvert. Little Sims is cool. I just haven't checked out much of her stuff. I did enjoy this listen, I just haven't returned to it. Same with Navy Blue Ways of Knowing. I think this is a really slick, these are really slick rap albums to listen to. If you haven't heard of Little Sims or Navy Blue, I only had heard of them like through features beforehand, but I think these are solid listens. Unknown Mortal Orchestra 5V. A couple good songs on here. They do like some indie pop, like pop stuff. I don't know, I just randomly checked this out because I had a few songs from them saved, but I wasn't. It was okay. It was okay. Call Me If You Get Lost, the deluxe, whatever the fuck, what is it called? The estate sale. I like the original album a lot. The extra songs were fine. I think there was one of them that I don't know. I think they're okay. I haven't really like went back to it that much. The base album is really good anyway, so I mean I'll give it a B. This one is, I believe this is just title. Yeah, it's title after the name. LSD in the Search for God with LSD in the Search for God is a shoegaze type beat. I think this one is a lot more listenable than something like Loveless. I think it kind of contextualized the genre for me a lot more, and I found it really nice. Found it really nice. No, with shoegaze, it I don't know. It feels like it's like kind of cleansing in like a white woman way, but I like it. Okay, what is this one? Jane Remover with Frailty. Another like hyper pop kind of thing. I know a lot of people in that space really like this album. I think on one listen through, it wasn't really my thing, but I thought it was kind of just okay. 8485's Personal Protocol. I liked a couple songs on. I like a lot of her single stuff. I pretty much I listen to her all the time, but this project was pretty good from what I remember. Yeah, it's not very long, 20 minutes. But yeah, that's like a B. That's like a B. Okay, maybe like a low B. All right, King Cruel's album Space Heavy came out last year. I don't know if I necessarily connected with it as much as the Ooze, but I still thought it was really good. I haven't returned to like just random songs from this as much as the Ooze, but I think I I definitely gotta check that out again. Okay, another King Gizzard King Gizzard. What is this? Oh my god, this fucking title. King Gizzard's Petrodragonic Apocalypse or Dawn of Eternal Night and Annihilation of Planet Earth and the Begin. Is it not even fucking fit? Okay. I remember having liked the listen through a lot. I don't think I like the kind of prog stuff as much as like these other albums up here, but I thought it was good. Well, I thought it was like a B. That's good though. That's good though. I don't know, with that genre, I feel like I don't get it as much, but I did like it. What did I say? My review says I cooked chicken enchiladas while listening to this. Wow, a great review. Yeah, they're pretty similar, right? Well, wasn't this one a little bit more jazzy, or am I remembering? Okay, a couple more. Oh fuck, I was supposed to I have to cook dinner soon. Tame Impala Currents. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Again, another band where it's like you always hear about them, but I never like went and listened to a full project. It's so good. It's such a good fucking listen. My god, I think I need to put the rating on the website higher. But the synth pop stuff, the fucking falsetto from the vocals, it's crunchy drums. I really really love it. I've returned to like a lot of the songs on here, other than some like radio hits from it, and it's very good. Oh, both being prog, yeah. Denzel Curry posted this. When was this? In May. This is a live version of About My Eyes, So You See My Future, which I thought actually was really good. If you like live albums, like jazz rap stuff, soul influence, I think there's a cover on here, which is also pretty fun. Pretty good. I don't know how to say this one. Fuck. Yev's tumor, Heaven to a Tortured Mind. Not one that I return to very often. I remember thinking it was fine, but it uh, this one might have escaped me, unfortunately. I mean, I gave it a 70. One was Haru Nemuri's Haru Tsushira. What is this? Oh, the label's called Perfect Music. Yeah, this is like I guess a J rock. I thought it was like more of a poppy kind of thing. Yeah, I don't remember it. 75. Yeah, it was such a disappointment. 40. Uh, this one, it was like I actually have a lot of these songs in my rotation. I just don't know the specific name of it because it's in Japanese. But yeah, I thought this was a good listen. I have a bunch of these saved. I just can't fucking pick them out specifically. I guess a J rock, J pop kind of stuff. I do like a lot of like indie rock from like Korean or Japanese artists. Two more. What is this one called? So Yoon's episode 1, Love. Speaking of, not, what is this? Is more like, it's not K-pop, and it has fucking BTS on it. I think it was a D. I like So Yoon a lot, especially like I think her voice is really good. Just other than the song with the BTS guy, I could not tell you anything about any of these other songs. Uh, Personally, I think she played it a little bit safe. I didn't find it that interesting. It sounded a bit bland. Sorry. I really love her. I really love her older projects, but this one, it kind of missed for me, unfortunately. And the last one, for some reason, is Alice in Chains Dirt. This is a F. I didn't like it. What is happening? What? I just liked it. I just like, you just can't, you sent me the post I liked. Right, that was every album oh wait, no, I didn't fucking pick the album of the year. Not Wall Socket. It's just 10,000 Gex. Let's be real. 10,000 Gex album of the year. I stand too hard. It's too easy. I'm really excited for what else they have to do, what else they're gonna do in the future. But yeah. Good album, good band. Fucking longer than I thought it was gonna be. Shit. Alright, now we did the movies. Okay, the movies will be fast because I only watched like 10 movies apparently. Okay, Fantastic Four. I watched this on New Year's Eve with like 20% audio. This shit was fire, I'm not even gonna lie. It was actually funny. But like kinda in like a making fun of it kind of way. Okay, wait, no, this is like a C. Wait, no, there has to be, wait. F for 4. Fantastic Four, it's 2000s slop pre-MCU. It's all the fucking tropes you can think of, but the thing is funny, and also the movie is just kind of funny in retrospect. So I give it a C. It's like a decent watch. Office Space, a comedy movie from the 90s. The 90s. Very funny, very it's still very relatable in the modern day, in the modern work office culture. Some of the way I'm putting it B because there's like a romance trope arc thing with who's that fucking actress from Friends. The romance in this movie was kind of shit, but everything else is pretty funny. I think it's worth watching. Pearl. No, I have to do X first. X is a homage to like slasher films, like old ass slasher films. I thought this one was pretty good. It's pretty gross. It's pretty gory. But the prequel Pearl, it has the same actress, but she's playing the old lady from X. This movie is really fucking good. It's really well made, and the acting in it is fucking insane. Mia Goth is very talented and scary. Barbie was unironically fucking funny. That shit was really good. I need an album of the year rank. Album. Not album. Shit. Not Barbie. Why am I putting Barbie? Best thing I watched. Barbie was like unironically really funny, and I had like kind of low expectations for a Barbie movie. But it's actually really well written and really well made. Very funny and very good. Blue Album taking movie of the year. No. FNAF movie. I think, I mean, I knew this was not going to be good, and it wasn't. Because I don't know. I mean, the novelty of going to watch it was better than the actual movie. It was like, okay. F for Freddy's. Godzilla -1. One of the best Godzilla movies I've seen. It goes back to the roots of why Godzilla was actually ever made, which is like post World War II Japan and all that kind of culture stuff. And I think it's made it's I mean, the CG isn't perfect, the effects aren't perfect, but it was a very thrilling watch. X-Men, whatever this X-Men was, this just wasn't even good. This shit was ass. I watched this on New Year's Eve as well. We started about 20 minutes in, and yeah. What is X? Oh yeah, Christmas Eve, not New Year's Eve. X-Men was just like, I don't know, why does X-Men exist, bro? They're the worst. Fuck X-Men. What? X-Men is so boring, bruh. I think this movie's so weird. Well, how? That's my only. I haven't read the X-Men comics. How the fuck am I supposed to know? Because it's a good movie. What? Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, in Fantastic Four, they do that 2000s trope of like the lady has to get naked every time. It's really funny. Blackberry. What? It is a trope. It's fucking stupid, like boner humor from like 2005. I mean, it's just like stupid boner humor, but it's kind of funny. Blackberry, a movie about the Blackberry. I watched this because of Glenn Howerton from Always Sunny. This movie was actually really good. I think it was an interesting enough watch. It's shot in like kind of a mockumentary way with like a shaky cam and shit like that. Unfortunately, it's kind of just like bleak because like a bunch of shit, like a bunch of like fucked up corruption and like kind of those kind of politics of running a company happens in the movie, and at the end there's like, yeah, he's not in jail, so it's like, that's cool. We kind of just like half glamorized it, but it was also pretty interesting. The Thing from 1982. This movie was fucking nutso mode. I think the practical effects actually hold up really well. This is like an Among Us movie. It's a classic for a reason, and I went into it thinking it was going to be like alright, but it was actually better than I thought it was going to be. Definitely amazing. Like watching it with that kind of perspective, it's still very like, I don't know, like it's still, I won't say scary, but it builds a lot of tension, and it's not like it's like cheesy or whatever. Finding Ying Yang was a documentary about what I'm talking about, the movie. Was that I didn't bring up Germa. Okay, Finding Ying Yang is a documentary about this girl who got, so it's about this girl who got abducted and like fucking killed, and like it's a fucking sad story, but her friend made this whole documentary about her life and her family, and it's really fucking sad, but it's a good watch. It's a really well made documentary. Knock at the Cabin, M. Night Shyamalan movie. I had only watched this because of Dave Bautista's in it, and I was like, that could be interesting. I want to see him in a serious role. The movie was just like okay. The premise is kind of interesting, and then it kind of just falls off at the end. Yeah, but I don't know. No, the trailer was interesting. I thought the trailer was pretty interesting, and I wanted to check it out, but it was just okay. Do the shows at the end. Yeah, he's good in Guardians. He's in that other comedy too, where he plays like a bodyguard. I forget. Also, he's Filipino, is he not? Ethnicity. Let's go. Oh, you can't see it. He's Filipino. That's enough of a reason. Reservoir Dogs, one of Tarantino's classics, is really good. This is also kind of an Among Us movie, because you got the thing about who's like the rat. It's very good. It's very good. It's very enthralling. It's like kind of that thing people say where it's like, oh, this movie is a bunch of guys talking, but I mean, there is a little bit more than that. Definitely one of Tarantino's better films. What is this? Across the Spider-Verse. Probably one of the best animated films I've seen. I give it A tier. No, I give it S tier. I don't know, I was really excited to watch this, and then I watched it, and I was like, yeah, that was really good, bro. That was really good. So I liked it. Why can't I say A? I mean, watching this in the theater is just like insane. It's so good. Another animated movie, but in the anime style, is Suzume. This was from the same creator of Your Name, which I really love that movie. This one was really good. I don't really have any like critique. It was just really good. It's a little bit more like, there is like the fantasy aspect of it, which I think they lean into a lot more than Your Name. Yeah, it's just a really cute story. Possessor is a horror movie where this assassin lady like takes control of people's bodies to go kill people, and then she like loses her sense of self. I don't know. I think it was interesting, but kind of fell a little bit in terms of its like own storyline. I was like kind of getting lost. Yeah, that's fine. Breaking Dawn Part 2. I watched this on New Year's Eve. This movie is dog shit. Yeah, this movie's terrible. probably the worst Twilight movie I've seen, and it's the last one because there's no more than that. There's this really funny scene from it though that I wonder if I can find by just typing in baby. Baby fire. So for some reason the whole movie has like a CGI baby and they keep doing close-ups on this baby. And it's so fucking strange. I don't know why they did this. Okay. And then the two shows I watched this year, which I don't know, did I miss out? I guess I didn't watch that much stuff this year. But I recently finished Jujutsu Kaisen. That's really good. I like that a lot. I started reading it and almost caught up. Really good. Probably one of the best shonens I've seen. It's just so the characters are so good. The art style is so good. There's like no fucking there's like no wasted moments at all. Like even reading the manga, the shit is like 1-to-1 with the pacing. It's very like fast paced and it's insane. And then I also rewatched Always Sunny to like maybe season 9. There's a lot of really great classics. I think at where I'm like, there's a lot of really great classic episodes. I think where I'm at now with the show, it's kind of like, it's whatever. But the show is pretty good for a while. I just don't know about the later seasons. And the best thing I watched this year was, I don't know. These are all so different. Yeah, I gotta give it to Fantastic Four. Yeah, the thing is funny. I don't know, no. I think I'm putting Pearl higher. Put Pearl at A? I think Pearl was... I liked Pearl. The shit was disturbing. Yeah, I'll put Pearl. I don't know. Fuck it. It shouldn't have been A. Because I'm remembering it. I watched it really early. I watched it in January, so I'm trying to remember some scenes from it. But there's a monologue that goes into the ending of this movie, and it's very fucking like I was just frozen watching that shit. Like it was so good. No way up fast food tier list. Yeah, that's probably gotta be I'll give that A tier. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, that was all the media I consumed in 2023. I'll put an image of these in the description of the video. Yeah. That was fine. I gotta go cook now. So bye. Bye.